Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw is Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They will run for the first time here with White, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
Airing this one out for Evans. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the 17, Brady. He's got White here.
And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, they have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Now Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? To throw is Brady. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson.
And he'll go right back to Andrews.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Second down at 5.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. That second down play nets a -4. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing is Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Jackson, draw play to Dobbins.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
Here's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Tucker's kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think.
And got his man complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Brady to throw.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? First down, here's White. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
2nd and 11.
On play action, now Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. This is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
Extra point up and good by Succa. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Levante David. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there. That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Play action. Now it's Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Succa. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Fournette running right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Brady. Touchdown! It's complete. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point up and good by Succop. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
On first down, White. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
A handoff to Fournette. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Now Leonard Fournette. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Buccaneers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he's going to have to hook up to Gage. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material.
A handoff, Fournette running left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a give to White. Powers past him at the 5.
And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll run. This is White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. Second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs offense continuing to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that will extend this big lead. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Huntley to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Looking deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Well, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. On the ground with a tight end.
And not a fun game at all for anyone who's playing defense on the field at this point. They just gave up another first down on another good run. I wonder if the defense coordinator just says, let's sell out, play against the run, and not worry about getting beat by the pass.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. On second down, it's Cox. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
They'll run on first down. It's White. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down.
Succop on now for the Buccaneer field goal.
This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And Succop will put this one right through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Here's Huntley.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
To throw, Huntley.
Rolling to his right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Let's go! Let's go!
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting here.
Zero.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tampa Bay,
the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year.
And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10.